Alright, looks like we're good to go. Looks like we are good to go. Move my thing, of course. So you can see the map. Let's check to see what the event stance is. 5 hours, but I am gonna do 5 hours, but I am gonna do mainly so I can get the oh, well, never mind. But mainly so I can, of course, get the reputation points.
The Tholians have captured a number of Romulan Republic ships, and we need to free them. The ships are being held by tractor beams emitting from asteroid belts. Each base has 4 tractor emitters. Disable them to free the ships. The Tholians are likely to send reinforcements when they realize what we're doing, so the Lisette will stand ready to hold off any additional ships that arrive. The stronger ships are better targets for rescue.
Right.
Our
Yes.
time here is limited. Stay focused, plan your attacks, and save as many ships as possible.
Oh,
Every loss is critical for my people.
There's number 3 over here. Alright, let's come over here. Come over here. And there's a bunch of Tholian ships there. I don't need mine weapons, so... Alright, luckily,
Dreadnought is escaping.
Oh, someone got number 5. Someone got number 5 going out.
Scanning in progress.
New readings on sensors. More Tholian ships are on the way here.
Good. Swing around, see what else. Swing around, see what else we got. Yeah, usually we get the things pretty damn quick. Get some more shuttles. Get some more shuttles out. Alright. Well, trying to get this, trying to get that, there we go.
Warbird is escaping.
There's another one over here that's worth 3. See about coming over here. See about coming over here and taking this one out. Granted, if the other ships don't come over here, it's probably be a little bit of a problem. It's my nice Endeavor over here. She'll be healing. All right, I think that's not gonna be an issue. Yeah, that's not really that much of a surprise. That wasn't too much of a surprise there. Alright.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Trying to get away from them because I want to get back over here. I wish the full impulse did not take that long to reestablish. Did they get it?
A Hapax warbird is escaping.
All right. Good. We need to come over here. We need to come over here. Try to avoid the group. Try to avoid the group of ships there. Don't come over here. Oh. Alright. Since you guys are being... Alright, since you guys are being annoying. You guys are 6 up here.
This warbird is escaping.
Everyone else seems to be doing pretty good. Everyone else seems to be... Alright, that takes care of that group right there. I'm sure more of them, I'm sure there'll be more of them in pretty soon. Not understanding why that ship's just kind of sitting there by itself. Don't attack the web wall. You're gonna attack the other Soviet ship. Attack the actual ship. Not like a battlefield. Right back to attacking it. Get there, droid. Damn web. Damn web. I'm moving out from the yeah. was one ship there, but he was kind of... Okay. Let's focus. Let's focus on my target. What? Damn. All this for just, all that for just a level 1 ship.
Scanning in progress. Scanning in progress.
All right. Got one more tractor beam to take care of, and this one should be able to escape.
A Talis warbird is escaping.
Come over here, see if we can help. Come over here, see if we can focus on this level 3 ship. Assuming they don't get it first. So I don't think they will, because I'm pretty sure I saw someone explode over here. Too close to the asteroid. Alright.
Scanning in progress.
Well,
I am quite impressed with your fleet. The Tholians are abandoning their bases and taking the remaining ships with them.
well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to that ship. Wasn't able to get to that ship in time.
Some time ago, there was a temporal disruption involving the USS Enterprise C. We thought the matter was fully resolved, but there was an oversight. We need to find one of the Enterprise C survivors, a temporal duplicate of Starfleet Admiral Tenay. Until we reconcile her displacement, the timeline is in jeopardy. There's one person in particular that can provide the location of the survivors, Sela of Romulus. We believe she's operating in the Cytor system. Meet me there to search for Sela and enlist her aid.
Alright. We get operational shield, combat armor, stuff. Well, I don't think this ship has a cloaking device, so. What do I have on me right now? What do I have on my ship? I think I might take the armor. Oh,
Some time ago, stay safe out there.
alright. We do things, because these are all diplomatic. These are all diplomatic missions, which I've been trying to get my diplomatic rank up pretty high, so I can go back. This spot right here is good. Good position for. Spot right here is good position for duty officer missions. Overview. Yes. Look at this. Just rank 1. Just still rank 1, where that thing requires rank 4. I'm trying to upgrade my Terran reputation. Of course, that requires a lot of marks to do that, and of course, trying to get some of the new equipment off of that too. So there's also that. Welcome aboard, Agent. What's your take on all this?
If she's here, we'll need to draw her out. Seal is not easily found if she doesn't want to be. In the meantime, there's a structure on one of the larger asteroids, but the mineral content there is making long-range scanning difficult. I recommend we take a closer look.
What kind of structure?
Looks like a small base of some kind. Industrial, possibly military. Whatever it is, it's running at low power. We'll get a better idea at close range.
Understood. Take us closer, Helm.
Our intel shows a lot of Romulan activity in the system, in Seela's name. Command believes she's planning an assault of some kind and gathering tactical resources.
All right.
This looks like an abandoned Tal Shiar base, or what's left of one.
Scanning in progress.
Scan this.
It looks like the interior has been stripped of anything useful over an extended period of time. This could be the work of Seela's forces. They've been... Wait! Picking up enemy contacts. Romulan ships decloaking.
Shields up. Red alert.
Romulans are going under cloak. They're disengaging. Those ships were older, but battle-ready and in good repair. It's unusual of them to run so quickly. We should stay sharp. There's probably more of them out there waiting under cloak. In the meantime, we damage their propulsion systems in the fight. They're leaking plasma.
Helm, follow that plasma trail now.
As long as they keep leaking plasma, we can follow their trail. They're not trying to lose us. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Unidentified ship. You are trespassing in sovereign Romulan space, and you are outnumbered. Surrender now.
Nice to see you too.
Oh, it's you again.
We're not here to fight, Seela. Stand down.
No. You are still trespassing in my space, and I could use a new ship for my armada.
Red alert. Technical. Fire to disable only. That ship should be destroyed, by the way. It's now at 0% hull strength.
Fine, we'll talk. Cut to the chase and tell me what it is you want.
Information, specifically on the location of certain Tulshar prisoners.
Ah, I'd wondered when you'd get around to looking for the Enterprise C survivors.
Logical deduction. Where are they?
When the Enterprise C survivors were taken, my father agreed to let the rest of the crew live, so long as Lieutenant Yar served as his concubine. She was executed, but my father held to his word. I am aware of their location, but I will only take you there if you agree to bring me with you.
If you come with us, you agree to be arrested. No tricks.
And what assurances do I have that I won't simply be executed? I will not agree to my death.
We'll make arrangements for incarceration, not execution.
If I agree to this, I will be held in house arrest, somewhere reasonably pleasant by my own standards. I will not be cut off from access to the outside world, and I will not be given any sort of death penalty. Further, you will allow my crew and their ships to go without harassment.
I'm sure such arrangements can be made. Prepare to beam aboard.
The survivors of the Enterprise C were sent to a Tal Shiar prison world. Set a course for the Pictet system. I shall make my way to the bridge of this quaint little ship.
Very well. Helm, plot a course. Okay, warp out. Okay, warping animation seems to be back to normal for the time being. I remember correctly, the mission after this is a long one.
I'm reading several Tholian ships on sensors, along with some unusual temporal fluctuations. Tholians dislike anything involving time travel. We should be cautious. If they think we're responsible, they may become hostile.
Agreed. Anything you'd like to add, Sela?
This is the Pictet system, one of many worlds where the Tal Shiar would send assets important enough to keep, but not threatening enough to kill. Supplies to this world stopped when Hobus was destroyed, but the Enterprise C crew are proven survivors. I admit the Tholians being here is new. Surely they won't be too difficult for you to handle.
Shields up. Helm, take us in.
Do not intrude. The anomaly will be eradicated. Leave now.
Tholians were performing a detailed scan on that anomaly. Something caused it to destabilize quickly. Not a good sign.
Alright, there's another one over here, so we can come over here. And I'm sure there are Tholian ships. And I'm sure there are Tholian ships surrounding this too.
The anomaly will be purged, as will you. Vengeance for the fallen.
Yep, had enough of that, the TFO.
That anomaly is devastating our hull. Avoid flying into it if possible.
Not flying through the spatial anomaly.
Another temporal anomaly. It was emitting high levels of tachyon radiation and chronotons before it dispersed. I'll need more data, but I think it was an unstable gateway into transdimensional space.
I see.
Scan one. I want to see what they were so interested in.
Plot a course. We'll scan one. Alright. This one right here. No Tholians to take care of.
Scanning in progress.
Based on these readings, I believe I've found an origin point for these anomalies. They're coming from the planet below. I suggest sending an away team down to collect data.
Right. Let's get up and... Right. Let's get down and... Wait. Shields up. Tholians. Oh yeah, Tholians, yeah, Tholians are actually everywhere. There before they put up, there before they put up another sort of web.
All clear. We should check out the planet well.
Alright, web wall taken care of. Full impulse.
I am detecting signs of habitation, but there's a lot of temporal disturbances down there. They're making it hard to obtain a clear reading at this distance.
Let's go down for a closer look. Sela?
Assemble your most able crewmen and... My apologies. This is your ship. You give the orders.
Indeed. Daniels, Sela, you're with me. Beam down and see what's happening. Alright. Alright, just two away team for this mission. Apparently the sound in the South Park games bit too loud. I'll deal with that one. I'll deal with that next time I stream that. No, even though I'm pretty well, this is even though I have OBS sitting pretty low itself. I guess some games are just louder than others.
We've beamed down into an open courtyard within what's left of the Tal Shiar prison. Doesn't look like it's been inhabited for some time. I'm reading a number of temporal anomalies nearby, but my tricorder's having trouble analyzing the data. We're going to need to get closer.
Understood.
The shipments of supplies stopped long ago. Anyone alive down here will have a hard time. I suppose that's too bad for Admiral Tenay.
Who said anything about Admiral Tenay?
That is what this is about, isn't it? There are two of her and no one else. If you find her, I doubt she will be alive.
We're going to search for her regardless.
This world was abandoned by the Tal Shiar decades ago. I doubt there's anyone left. The survivors of the Enterprise C might have left personal items behind.
This datapad dates back to the late 23rd century. It lacks power, but it should work once it's recharged.
See if you can power it up. There could be useful data on it. Alright.
This place hasn't been inhabited for a while. Thing is, the tricorder is giving a range of time from 3 months to 30 years. We're dealing with some serious temporal flux here.
That could be a problem. Let's keep moving.
That's one of the temporal anomalies. I wouldn't recommend entering its area of effect. From what I'm reading here, contact with the anomaly will do considerable damage to anything organic. That being said, I believe we can deal with this. Stand over there, and between the two of us, we should be able to nullify the anomaly.
Understood. Alright, there we go.
Someone's been here recently. The tricorder's picking up numerous signs of habitation in the area. By the look of things, someone stripped this area of all useful items and moved on.
We should move on too then. We'll need to find a way past the gates.
This gate appears to have been locked from the outside. Perhaps they knew about the anomaly but didn't have the means to handle it. Ah, there's a manual override over there near our beam down site. We can use it to open the gates.
The controls appear to be behind some gates and more temporal anomalies.
When we disrupted this anomaly, it seemed to fracture, forcing more anomalies into our timeline. I think we might be able to use that to our benefit, though. I'll stay here and act as an anchor. Find the best spot and use your tricorder to emit the dispersal pattern again. We should be able to push those bubbles away from the gate controls. If you get stuck, I'll be able to get you out of trouble.
Disperse the anomalies, make a path to the gate controls.
The gate controls are trapped within an anomaly.
And don't want to be going.
We'll have to disperse it to use them.
Don't want to be going into the anomalies. Let's see if I can find the entrance though. Here. Well, it says right. It's oh, duh. All right.
Looks like some of the closed gateways are rusted now. Find another spot.
All right. Okay, so. All right, so I see. We still need to be right here, but
I think I can see a clear path to the controls.
I see. We still need to be right there, anyways. But okay, good.
The gate's open. Try to disperse where you are. It should open an escape path for you.
All right. There we go. We got rid of. There we go. Got rid of all the anomalies.
Excellent. The gate's open, and we can continue our search for Tanae. Well done. Before we move on, I've managed to bring the data pad online again. It might contain clues on what happened. Looks like it's a personal unit. The primary user is Lieutenant Tasha Yar of Starfleet.
Are you certain?
Give me that. The first entry dates to 2389, nearly 40 years after she was executed. Or at least 40 years after she was supposed to have been executed.
Let's see the entry.
I am Natasha Yar, Security Chief for the Federation Starship Enterprise D. Well, at least that's who I was. For the past 40 years, I've been Tal Shiar Prisoner 24601. But even that changed a week ago. Our regular supply drops from the Star Empire stopped 3 months ago. The guards started caring too much about what might be going on elsewhere in the quadrant and caring too little about their prisoners. We were able to overpower them. We've managed to recover some data pads like this one, but there isn't enough here for us to call for help or escape. I'm leaving this record in case anyone comes looking for us. Sela, if you find this, I still love you. I've missed you. Lieutenant Yar was supposed to have been executed. My father said it happened. There were witnesses. How can... Clearly, there was some judicious alteration of history.
So it would appear.
The Enterprise C survivors were here, but something drove them away. Something more than the loss of supplies. We should continue looking for the survivors. Your duplicate of Tanae may yet be alive on this rock.
Your father lied to you.
It would not have been the first time. No doubt he thought she might still have been useful in some way. I can see the pity in your eyes. Keep it. His decision allowed me to become the person I am. I do not regret that.
I just think it might be hard to hear now. Tasha was alive all that time.
Look, there's a path ahead. This anomaly looks more stable than the others. It's probably less deadly, but let's not find out now.
Alright. Let's go. And take care of the spiders first.
Generators died, no one knows why. Richard thinks it might have been the big predators. Tanae thinks she might be able to salvage some of the parts. I hope she can. She's been glaring over the remains for the last 3 hours. 2 more dead. We can't stay here. The animals know the fence won't harm them anymore. I rigged an early warning system using a trick I learned growing up on Turkana 4, but that won't stop them. Took a vote, and we're moving. We'll build a new settlement in the old secondary supply bunker the Tal Shiar abandoned 20 years ago. The surviving guard has agreed to guide us there. Loyalty to the Tal Shiar fades when you've been stranded with the inmates. Lieutenant Yar never discussed Turkana 4. When I was older, I discovered why. She was a survivor. It is clear that her arrangement with my father was just that. Obviously, she continued that trait into her existence here. There's more ground to cover.
Indeed. Let's keep following the path.
There's another unstable anomaly.
Yeah, that's this one over. Yeah, that's this one over here.
The anomaly has left some of the rock in a molten state.
You took readings in orbit. Surely we should continue looking.
Okay. Alright, no, anyone else? I guess not.
Clearly, these anomalies must be connected to your mission. Now, while you take a leisurely stroll through the jungle, I will be moving on. It appears that there are more survivors than initially believed.
On that, we're in agreement. Let's keep searching.
There's a lot of interference, but I think I'm picking up a life sign. Tanae!
Go away! Leave this place!
Oh. Finish him. Oh, and there we
It
go.
seems your duplicate, Tanae, is still alive. And
No!
she wasn't pleased to see
Please,
you.
not again!
I don't really blame
Stay
her.
away!
I wasn't exactly thrilled to see
Stay
you again
away!
either.
My rifle was still firing its beam too. Also, this dialogue was playing during that cutscene. I see structures ahead. Let's check it out.
She's run off, but there's an even larger anomaly close by.
It looks like it was a structure at one point, but I doubt any survivors would remain in a ruin like this.
Another temporal anomaly, and this one is larger than the last. There are temporal eddies moving through the area and a few stable locations between them. Now, if you establish temporal stabilizers in these 3 locations, we can disperse the anomaly and get a better look at the area. Hopefully, the Enterprise C survivors were able to escape the area before this happened.
Understood. I gotta wait for the thing. Because of course we moved outside of this and outside of this anomaly or this Eddie, and of course it ain't gonna.
There's a stable pocket ahead of you. Set up the first stabilizer there.
So I still have to use my.
That's the first stabilizer. 2 more to go.
I still have to use my environmental suit. It looks like. All right, one more right here. And one more right here. This should destabilize the giant. Yeah. Should destabilize the giant bomb.
Incredible! Dispersing the anomaly restored more than I expected. We should look for clues.
There we go.
We found an entire grove of saplings. Richard swears the same area was full of towering trees last week. He might be mistaken. We're both getting older. I thought I saw a Romulan in the brush. He was wearing a 22nd century style uniform. When I looked again, he was gone. Maybe I'm going senile. Richard insists I'm too young. Maybe it's because the outside world has been on my mind. Sela has been on my mind. I wonder what happened to her. While her father was a Tal Shiar general, he spared my life in the end. Perhaps he wasn't petty and cruel to her. I hope he wasn't. If you should find this, happy 50th birthday, Sela. I have missed you. I only regret we were separated.
Got that one.
Shelter ruined, last tricorder gone, half our stores destroyed, 5 dead. The hunters and gatherers returned to find many dead and unconscious. I used my emergency medic training, but I was a security officer, not a doctor. Devek might not make it. None of them can remember what happened. Without the tricorder, we can't scan the area, or for internal injuries. I suspect that there is something on the planet causing anomalies of some kind. Danae has not reacted well. She's been talking to herself and keeping apart from everyone. A problem for later. Survival now.
See that thing right here.
Some sort of temporal inversion happened here. Some of the rock returned to an earlier molten state, while some of the building materials aged over 200 years. Anyone standing close to these objects would have been affected as well, regressed to infancy, or aged to the grave.
Same thing could happen to us if we're not careful.
Well, I suppose it was nice that Yar thought of me. But that doesn't change the fact that she was going to steal me away like a thief in the night. If she had truly cared, she would have stayed where she was. My father was not cruel or petty, at least not to me. He was hard because he needed to be. I thrived because of it.
I see.
The Enterprise C survivors were surprisingly resilient. Tasha's notes are more sparse but seem to record a productive, if primitive, community. They mention a secondary site close by. If your Vulcan survived, there may be others, and they may be close.
So keep looking.
Over here! There's a path with recent footprints.
Examine these.
I'm reading another anomaly, further down the path. Tanae might be there.
Look, what's right here? Speaking of spiders,
That Tholian away team must have beamed down to investigate the anomalies.
Take that. Don't have to worry about that. No, oh, actual spiders. Okay, so hold on a second, I must have missed. Hold on a second, I must have missed something back this way. Ah, yeah, right here.
This looks to be a well-worn path.
Yeah, it's leading us down to where we're just at.
Some recent footprints here, heading the other way. They might have run into Tholians.
Here.
It seems your Vulcan passed this way recently. Perhaps the cavern mentioned Natasha's logs is nearby. We should follow the tracks.
They're headed towards those rocks.
It seems many of the refugees would be alive if it weren't for the anomalies. I wonder how many are left now.
All right.
I'm detecting signs of recent habitation in this location.
Maybe we'll find more
Oh
answers.
my God. Okay. Scan.
This was some sort of dwelling up until a few months ago. If I'm reading this right, there was an explosion of tetrion particles here. A fatal one, judging by the organic residue on the walls. No one's been living here since, according to these tricorder readings.
Understood. Let's keep searching. They may have left something behind.
The anomalies are temporal in origin. I watched Richard wither and die before my eyes. An anomaly appeared, and moments later, he aged 100 years. We buried him this morning in the clearing. I never expected he and I would end this way. I miss him. Richard was a wonderful partner for these last decades, a good man. We built a wonderful life, despite it all. My only regret is that Sela never got to know how kind and brave Richard was. He'd have been such a wonderful stepfather. Tanae hasn't been seen in days. I'm worried she won't come back. I'm worried she will. I thought her strange behavior might be a degenerative Vulcan sickness, but she was answering questions before they were asked, and she's been close to every anomaly that's happened. Maybe I'm jumping at shadows. The part of me that is still a security officer on the Enterprise doesn't think I am, though.
This is Tanae. I have agreed to report the final words of Natasha Yar and to hold this log for the future. If there is one, if it isn't here already, What? No! Focus! Natasha Yar died of a fever. She wished for the story of the crew of the Enterprise C to be remembered. They were brave beyond expectation. She wished for her daughter to know that she was loved and that Natasha lived a long and happy life. But Natasha missed her, and she hoped her daughter's life was wonderful. Natasha requests that if this log is found, that this record be conveyed to Sela of Romulus and to the Federation. Do not come near me. End log.
Agreed. Let's proceed through this cave, continue our search.
I think I see movement in the bushes. Tanae?
Stop following me!
to stay away.
Come with me. We'll be able to fix everything.
I am dangerous. You should not be here. No one can be here. No! Not again! Oh!
Not again. What do you mean?
No! Not again!
There's a new anomaly forming.
Tholians!
Yep. Okay.
Purge the anomaly. Purge the contamination.
Move away a little bit.
The anomalies that have been occurring are caused by decades of temporal interference. Because of what happened with the Enterprise C, you exist in two places at once. We can fix this. You and your counterpart can be reintegrated. Your memories will be integrated as well, but the anomalies will stop.
We can help you. You don't have to run anymore.
I see the logic in your presence here. I am anomalous. My presence here must be sufficiently reconciled to preserve the order of things. I presume you are here to accomplish this. Thus, I will go with you.
We'll fix this today. You don't have to hide any longer. Understood. Let's confirm this. Alright, no more Tholians on the ground, but of course...
All this time, she was here. I believed she was dead. Tasha believed I might come looking for her. She believed it so strongly she left logs in case. Danae held her logs for her. And now, she is truly dead.
I'm sorry.
This place has led to some interesting revelations, shall we say? I think it best we leave before more Tholians show up.
Agreed. Of course, one of them on the ground, not a thing, but they don't give up quite easily. You gotta beam up. You gotta beam up and deal with them. Oh my god. You gotta beam up and deal with them in space again. Yeah, they don't give up. They don't give up that easily. There we go. That's good.
Looks like we beamed up just in time. Several Tholian ships are on an attack vector.
As I said. Go to red alert. All hands. Battle stations.
Something is happening. It's happening again. Another anomaly is forming.
Prepare for battle. It's not over yet. there's a little bag right there. There we go. I got the very personal endeavor. Acknowledged. Put her on screen.
I see you found my displaced temporal counterpart. Well done.
Thank you, Admiral.
An operations team is standing by on this vessel to assist with her temporal reintegration. Please beam her aboard, and we will begin the process. It is possible that I may acquire a new set of memories as part of the process. A small price to pay to stabilize the timeline. As it has been said, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one.
Admiral, I also have Sela aboard.
I see. Having read the briefing from Starfleet Command, I find her presence here to be most logical, considering the situation.
She's agreed to go into custody now that the issue has been resolved.
Very well. I will take custody of Sela and deliver her to a secure facility once the reintegration procedure is complete. Beam her aboard with my temporal counterpart.
As you wish, Admiral. Goliath out.
It seems our journey is at a parting of the ways once more.
So it seems. You did agree to place yourself into custody, however.
I did, and I will. But I have a condition to my surrender.
Bring it up with the Admiral. Alright.
Tell me about my mother.
The timeline is stabilizing. Anomaly counts are dropping, and our agents are reporting a decline in temporal aftershocks due to recent events. That's a good thing, by the way. The aftershocks of our recent discoveries on Pictet may take some time for Sela to resolve, however. I hope she's able to find a sense of peace and closure from what she's learned today. I'll be heading back to Temporal Command once we've fully integrated the two Tenays. Be seeing you.
And I said I'm going to take this one. And there we go. Let me grab these. Whoop. Or let me grab that. And that's where I got to end it for right now. Do have things I needed. I do have. Oh. Of course, just as I was about to sign out, another duty officer mission decided to end. All right. Oh.
The Lucari, and they've recently.
No, not this time, because that is a long mission. All right, so that's where I got to end it for right now. Do me a favor if you would, be sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps me my channel out quite a bit. So I'm done for right now. So thank you for stopping by, and